like broke his horn, and then landed the visceral fatal attack. And then we used our we had just switched to the shotgun. We had just switched back to the shot, and we just amazing. That was amazing. All right, what's up, gamers? Coops here. We're getting rolling right into the next one, right into the next chapter. I think this is chapter 12. That's my best guess, is that this is chapter 12. We just defeated the Guardian. We're gonna go see what we can get from the boss Ergo. I'm hoping it's the gun sword.
Well met, Master Stalker.
I think it's him who we get it from. Trade rare Ergo. Is it the tortured Guardians Ergo? The Pale Knight. This is the sword. Alright, we gotta at least see what this would do. The Nightmare's Amulet increases attribute damage inflicted on enemies affected by the same attribute status ailment. That's really a tough choice for us. That's such a bummer. Super cool, but also a huge bummer. This would actually work almost perfectly well with our current build, because our whole thing is landing, dealing attribute damage, landing a status ailment, and then this would just increase our damage once we've landed that status ailment by continuing to... That would be so good for our build. And this, it doesn't even work with advanced. Like, there's 0 advanced scaling. But this is the coolest thing, and I've wanted this the whole playthrough. So you already know, we've got to get the sword. We got to get it. And there it goes. It's going to be so bad for our build in particular, but we're going to love it. It's going to be so good. Go see if we can upgrade it all the way. Hopefully we can. I don't know if we can. We can only get it to 4 right now, so we still need one more full moonstone of the Covenant. I don't think we can buy any. So that is a bummer. We can get it to +4. We'll be able to use it, but it won't be... It'll be suboptimal. But that's okay. This is a full moonstone, but not a full moonstone of the Covenant. So that is not what we need, which is a bummer. Maybe we'll get one soon. Either way, let's go take this out into the practice yard really quickly and see what it's all about. I mean, right away, looks super cool. And I can't help but notice, like, the ivory on the handle, kind of like the white kind of goes with the shotgun of the arm here. Not perfectly, but like a little bit. Like these two go in tandem almost. Okay, very fluid attacks there. And that's the charged heavy attack. That's super cool. Standard heavy attack is just a very quick one like that, so that's cool. So the first one, and then the second one. Wow. And then we have our Fable Arts. So our standard Fable Art. Wow, that was cool. Fatal Attack. Awesome. And then we'll have our handle Fable Art, which looks like... I'll have to read the description, but it looks like it charged it up in some way. And you can see there's kind of like this, almost like this blue flame happening now. So let's read that description really quickly. Strengthened bullet temporarily enhances explosion attacks. Very cool. Yeah, this is just an amazing weapon. What a cool reward to give to the players. Now, I will say, this is probably a decent time before we get started on what's ahead of us. I have been a little bit let down by some of the tools that they've given for players with advanced builds. Like, it would be really cool to have had a little bit more variety in some of the weapons that we got. Like, we got some cool handles, like the one that does electric blitz and the one that turns your weapon into like a flamethrower. But we haven't really had a whole lot. There hasn't, then again, like, what we have gotten has been more so, I would say, quality over quantity. They haven't been throwing a ton of things at us just for the sake of it. What they have been giving us, I feel, has been very thoughtful. And it's like, here's a new move set that might fit with, some weapons better than others. And I can appreciate that. Like the rocket handle that we got. So some of the handles have been very cool, but it would be nice to have a little bit more variety when it comes to the blades, that are like specifically tailored to advanced builds. Let's see where we're heading. I feel like we've got to be getting close. That felt like a pinnacle boss. So I feel like we've got to be getting close to the end of this journey. And possibly maybe there's one, maybe there's two more bosses ahead. I really can't see there being much more, but who knows? Forbidden Book, The Wish Granter. A damaged book with a handwritten warning label. Be warned, this heretical text is designated false scripture. Unauthorized possession will be punished. And so, number appeared in a vision that the saint described as follows. Sorry, I read that very badly. Very poorly. The being's alluring eyes alternated in color between gold and rust, depending on the light. But they paled next to the magnificent smile, a most amicable expression. Number. I don't know what else to, say there. Had a smile that offered wisdom and benevolence. It could make wishes come true. At that moment, I knew for certain the seemingly benevolent being was very dangerous indeed, for blank did not know of good and evil. They appears to bear humanity only goodwill. Also reflects the desires of those around it, striving to make them happy. But this being is only a mirror. It cannot comprehend the moral compass of good and evil. And those who ask for their wishes to be granted will, in the end, see the results they've wrought. A hell built from brick after brick of good intentions. As my last wish, I asked them to return underground. In this way, the world will remember only its supreme benevolence. So it's talking about the wish granter. Maybe it's some sort of a fairy, and it sounded like this, whatever it was, it mirrors whoever is there. So if somebody with like pure innocence was there, then it would be good. But once you have like the corruption of man and greed and all of that comes with it, then it distorts what it is, what you're seeing. And so it could be that like it reads your desires of like, if you want to bring an end to things, then it might as well. But what is it exactly? What is it? Was it like Sophia in a lot of ways? Like the blue butterfly, blue fairy? We'll have to see. Then again, there might still be a good bit to this, because okay, a bunch of stuff, a request to a friend, and we also got a note.
If you've received this message, then I am likely dead. Either I have been cut down by a blade, or I have succumbed to the disease consuming my body. I don't know which will find me first. But before the end, I will save Romeo. And I have a request. Take care of him. Please, do this for me. If he gets any foolish ideas about exacting revenge or completing my mission, stop him. You have my permission to slap him if that's what it takes. And
Again,
tell
appreciate.
Romeo. Tell him to be happy.
I could appreciate her sense of humor in that moment, knowing that that's gotta be difficult.
To my dearest and most esteemed stalker, I wish I could personally see your face this very moment. How do you like my masterpiece? I poured my very soul into it with all my heart. I trust there is no need for formal introductions, of course not. For it is I, your dear Latino.
Right.
You took many things from me. Arms, legs, a sunny outlook on life. And then you drove nine blades through me. All on your own. So, I have only you to thank, yes? I am grateful.
Is he talking to Carlo or Leah here?
Never in my life have I ever known such shameful disgrace and such overwhelming joy. You heard it correctly. Joy. For in that moment, my dear, you became interesting, worthy of my attention and study. All humans are intriguing to me, but you shall help me shape my study of humanity, my magnum opus. Yet, one can never be too careful. So, you must be assessed. Starting now. My dear stalker, I have crafted a test that will reveal your heart, your soul, your truths. It's a simple choice. Life is precious, so I wonder, which life do you value more? Yours or your apprentice's?
Interesting.
When you have listened to this message, do pay a visit to the Rose Estate. I have something you want back, don't I? And you owe me, stalker, one way or another. I intend to collect that debt.
I love how distorted that audio got at the end there. There's like this machine wiring wrapping happening. It's like coils are tightening as he's laughing. It was very cool. Okay, so it's given us a little bit more background as well. So what I've pieced together for the most part is that we had Leah, we had Carlo, we had Romeo. They're basically like a trio of stalkers, basically. Carlo gets killed by Arlecchino. So Leah goes out and kills Arlecchino. Arlecchino doesn't actually die because he's a puppet. He's like somehow figured out how to stay, alive. And now he has taken or lured in Romeo and has basically like challenged Leah to come save Romeo and possibly sacrifice herself to do so. That's what it seems like. At some point, we know that Romeo becomes a puppet, and because he's the king of puppets in the main game. So maybe this is like kind of what happened, is like he got taken, he gets turned into a puppet by Arlecchino, and it'll still be up to Leah to save him as a puppet or to like save herself, you know? And it's like, so it's like, even if she's saving Romeo, she's not in, some could say she's not really saving Romeo. It's like a different version of him, but in a lot of ways what we've kind of come to learn, or at least I have, is that like what makes a person is not so much like the vessel that they're in, but more so what is inside of the vessel. And so like we're still Carlo, even though I call him P all the time, and I don't necessarily like consider him Carlo. We are very much still Carlo Geppetto.
We still
That's
have
who our
time.
character is.
Leia must be headed to the
We're
Rose
just a
estate.
puppet version of him.
If we can save Leia and Romeo, I think this is our shot at changing things.
I agree, man. I appreciate the optimism. Really great story so far. Oh, we have a note from Leah who we wanted to read. So let's check that out before we forget. Or did we? There we go. Leia's note. To whomever finds this place in the future, feel free to use anything you find here as you see fit. I don't need them. Perhaps these items will prove useful to you. The world grows more dangerous every day. Whoever you are, I pray for your survival. Leah FM. Cool. And it seems like we're going to be getting to the Rose estate soon. Maybe we'll run into Rosanna again. I wonder if we're supposed to be tempted to try to jump that. What do you say, gamers? We'll give it a shot, right? Nope. Alright. Well, get it later. Oh no, hopefully we didn't miss anything up here. That's okay. This is kind of cool. You know what? I'm actually thinking now is that there is an encounter that we haven't. And this is something that I had kind of... Oh! He's got a gun too. I definitely need to heal after that. Those shots probably hit me pretty hard. But it's one of the things I mentioned in a previous chapter, I believe, was kind of touching on how, yeah, this unfortunately doesn't have the power of our other weapons. Oops. How'd you hit me? How did you hit me out there, pal? It doesn't have the power of our other weapons because our build isn't really catered to it. But what I was saying is, in one of the previous chapters, I had kind of mentioned how like trailers and promotion for things is like a double-edged sword, because it's like in some ways it spoils things for you. And so like now I'm thinking of an encounter that I saw in the trailer that maybe we haven't come across yet. I need to heal. And so it's interesting because it's like in some ways I wouldn't have been maybe mentally preparing myself for something, and now I will be. But that's okay. It's all part of the experience. It's really difficult to do a completely blind, you know, knowing nothing about the experience sort of a playthrough. But we try to do as blind as we can. Oh! We're gonna die. Okay, so there's that going that way, and then there's this guy here. Oh, I remember these guys from the base game. They are nothing to mess with. I'm gonna die here. Oh, and we didn't even get the thing opened? Really? Yeah, I had a feeling he was gonna cut me down like that. That was such a bummer. I was so silly going for the chest like that, but I was hoping it was at least gonna be opened so we could just kind of grab that thing and skate out of there. I am so conflicted about this. Part of me is almost thinking maybe I should just go change my build so that it accommodates this gun sword a little bit more. I think I might. I'm considering it. I think I have everything that I would need to do so. But, I mean, I can just kind of, like, by comparison, I could put something like this on. And, yeah, I don't necessarily need this right now. What did I have before? Oh, yeah, the recharge. Okay. Because, like, if I use something like this, I feel like I'll kind of slice through most of these enemies in a good way. I was going to say maybe there's something over here, but it doesn't look like it. See, it felt a little bit smoother. I'm gonna go up for the guy up here first, I think. Yikes. Alright, pal. Nice. Okay. So we need to go up. We'll go get our stuff. This guy, it wasn't worth trying to go for the sneak attack last time. Oh, come on. What a quick reaction from him. These guys, those were like trained soldiers. He's gonna kill. Oh, what the heck? What was that? What just hit me? What was that? What on earth? How strange. Something hit me that did fire damage. Does he do fire damage? I'm gonna die. Okay. Well, at least we took that guy out. Don't forget about the dog. Let's see what's in this chest. That gunblade's also not level 5, so that doesn't necessarily help. Ancient disc, okay. Fair. And then I'm pretty sure that there's really nothing else in this area. Pretty sure, at least. And the path that we want to go is that way. So let's see if there's anything like on this cliff edge. Well, there's at least that guy. Okay. Oh yeah, this guy has the mines, that's right. Oh! That definitely takes the cake for the funniest death so far. I just shot my shotgun and popped right off the ledge. Hilarious. Hilarious, what a goober. Okay, that's okay, because we don't really need to mess with these guys in this area. We can just mosey on past. Hopefully. They're gonna punish us for it, for sure. Yeah, these guys in particular. Yeah, this guy's the one I was thinking of. He's gonna try to shoot us in the back. This guy's gonna throw stuff. We got dogs here. Just all silly stuff. Okay. Do we want to fight him is one of the main questions I'm thinking to myself right now. It's only been one other enemy so far that we haven't taken down. I wonder if I could like equip the bow. Nice. Well, don't die. What? Okay. Alright, buddy. Looks like there's a stargazer ahead, so let's at least activate that. Quick, before he gets to us. Quick, before he gets to us, there's an enemy nearby. No. No, mister, you've got to leave here. We're hanging out. You're not allowed to be here. Oh, he did start running back. Hey, now wait, I was gonna shoot you in the back. Nope. Oh, nice. All right. Well, because we... Oh, no. Wait. Yeah. Let's activate the Stargazer. Then we'll... Oh, wait. Okay, let's talk to him real quick.
About what I said before.
Yeah.
Just think, if we can save them here, we could alter Krot's future. For the better, I hope.
Could we, though?
But put that aside. Leia's fighting alone. How could we not help?
Right.
So,
We don't need an
what do you say,
excuse.
pal?
We're gonna go help. It's just... I just don't know if anything can be changed. What I think is happening is more so that all of this has already happened. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can change things. Can I sneak up on this guy? Not really. Yikes. Here we go. Boom. Dim ergo crystal. Yeah, it wasn't really worth it, but that's okay. We took him out. Alright, see what this merchant's got, and then we'll see what's ahead.
This wretched cold. What I wouldn't give for a strong drink. Indeed, it feels as if we're at the end of the world here. Something scarred this place. The alchemists and their deadly infighting.
Right.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a living, breathing merchant who wants to stay that way. Let's stick to business.
Okay, right on. What do you got? Lysorim. We'll definitely pick that up. Giant's Amulet changes weight to very heavy when equipped. Not sure exactly why you would want to do that, but you can. And it's super cheap, so we'll get that. The Duelist Amulet increases attack when HP is low. That's pretty solid. Then we've got temporarily increases ergo acquisition when killing enemies. Not bad. We'll definitely pick up these miraculous items. Can't hurt to just grab these. Buy out his shop. Make sure he can keep some food in his belly. Yeah. I think we'll go to this weapon for a moment. Because I got a feeling that there's going to be a boss right here. Maybe not. But I've got a feeling there's going to be a boss ahead. So we'll see. What do we got here? I'm kind of... For whatever reason, kind of getting like Lumacchio vibes from this guy's head. From the mask and helmet that he was wearing. Kind of getting Lumacchio. The leader of the bastards, was it? Maybe? Kind of getting those vibes from that guy's helmet. Like they might be related or something. But we'll see. Okay, so I said something earlier about like I wish that they gave us a little bit more in terms of advanced builds, and I will say that this is pretty cool. This weapon in particular, the handle, which does the electric blitz attack, because now I can do both fire and lightning damage from one weapon, and that's pretty cool. So I should at least, you know, appreciate that, give that some some praise. All right. I also think that it's very interesting that the one of the things they were talking about was like the infighting amongst these alchemists. Very interesting. An unsent letter, the handwriting is messy, as if written in a hurry. Nice. Marion, you must take the children, leave everything, and flee the moment you read this letter. Do not seek our relatives for safety, just go find a place unknown to anyone else. Simon, that devil won't be satisfied until all who oppose him are dead. Your ... So I wasn't able to finish even signing the letter. They were in such a hurry. And we do know that Simon was definitely trying to pretty much just kill everybody. Take all the power for himself. Okay, I see you over there, pal. Clearly you see me too. Okay. Oh, nice, dude. Hell yes. That's what we want. It's exactly what we want. I was like coming into this room super cautious, like what's in here? It's not gonna just be this one guy. And there was a jump. It was just over here. That was pretty cool. Happened after the fight, but it wouldn't always. Like it could have jumped out on, you know, during the fight. These are what I was looking for. Yeah. So we can kind of see that, like, at this point, it's like corrupting the entire ecosystem. The water supply has tainted the aquatic life. It did seem like that thing just attacked that robot, that puppet. It did some damage to it, it looked like. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Correspondence from beyond the sea. To my respected brothers and sisters of the truth, your correspondence was well received. I cannot hide my awe regarding the events occurring there. Beyond the sea, time and again, I am enlightened by your profound learnings. I can only respond with my thanks. The golden medicine enclosed in your recent communique was most welcome. I have confirmed its efficacy on patients suffering mild symptoms of the stone disease, those whose lungs were not yet affected. Fortunately, it seems eradication of the disease on our shores is possible, as only some coastal residents show symptoms. Many lives are being saved thanks to the teachings of the Brotherhood. I shall post additional updates from across the sea soon. My wish is that you remain safe and well until then. May we someday meet, my brothers and sisters, here in the land of the Radiant Dawn. This is really interesting to me. Mostly because it says here the teachings of the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood. I could be mistaken, but I thought that it was like the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. It is. Its head bears the mark of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Okay, so get this. So we know that there was a hideout. The Black Rabbits had a hideout in the hotel that was right there by the gold coin tree. And so basically what we just got, that bit of information that we just got, I don't know where it was, but that bit of information that we just got was basically saying that they were sending the gold coin fruit They were sending the gold coin fruit back across the sea to some place where they were dealing with the petrification disease, and the gold coin fruit was working. It was helping subdue some of their symptoms, basically. So I wonder if it's and again, it's kind of like it recontextualizes the story. Like the Black Rabbit Brotherhood aren't necessarily just bad guys. They were just like opposed to us because we were, getting in their way. Who knows? Whatever. Either way, it just kind of recontextualizes things, and I can appreciate that. So it's like they had a mission, and people were very appreciative of them for, advancing their mission, even though they never really got the to see the the fruits of that, because we killed them all, unfortunately. I gotta be careful here. Felt like I was close to dying there, so glad I was able to get a heal. Okay, so cool stuff, very cool. If if you're into the lore and all that, I'm sure that there'll be some fantastic lore videos that people put together, kind of connecting the pieces of all these storylines, which I think is super cool. And I think that that's one of the things that, like, as much as I love the From Software games, I think that this Lies of P absolutely takes the cake when it comes to the narrative focus of these sort of games. And it shows that it can be both. And we can get information kind of, scattered in item descriptions and in these sort of journal noted, crumpled notes and different things like that. But we can also have like a broader narrative that's being told and things like that too. So I think it's really cool. Okay, so new location, new Stargazer. Let's take a look at where we're at. It says we are at the Coastal Cave Hideout. Okay. Looks like there's some, something up here. Some fighting happening over here. So let's maybe go check this out first. This is most likely going to be a shortcut. Oh. I was like, this is going to be a shortcut up here. No shortcut at all, just me getting my butt kicked a little bit. We'll see what's in this. And again, it's fairly linear in the most part, so I kind of appreciate that, just kind of keeping us moving forward. I think that the pacing has been really good. Ho ho ho! Awesome. Was not expecting that. That's amazing. What are you? What is this thing? Is he kind of bear-like? Was this a bear at one point? The onslaught. This guy is relentless. Boy, what a cool what a cool enemy. Like, geez, what is going on here? What is this thing? Oh, it faded so soon. Such cool enemy design, man. Part of me wants to just go back and rest at the thing really quickly. Hmm. I don't know if this guy over here, yeah, he's like, I think he's the one who's talking. Like,
The performance of Adelina, Crash Clear and Prima Donna is about to begin.
like he's not like attacking us.
Crown of the Imperium.
Puppet Prince's Imperial Crown. Well, at least they made it worthwhile. I thought about just leaving him there. Okay. Yeah, I see you, little buddy. Oh no, I hope that's where we were supposed to go. Oh no. I fear that I might have gotten turned around. I think we've been through here before. Yeah, we definitely have. Oh, I didn't go here before, I guess. So maybe it's okay? Or did I? No, I did. I came from here. Yeah, he's the first guy we killed. This is where the Stargazer's at. Okay. So what did we do? Got turned around a bit. Or did we? Well, this is a Stargazer right here we haven't activated yet, so this is really strange. I think my weapon might have been broken there because I felt like I was bouncing off of him, unless he's just got like a lot of armor on. But either way, I think that, so we at least know where we need to go forward. But now there's something a little bit behind us. There's definitely a chest there. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do, because I think we're probably close to wrapping up this chapter. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and cut the chapter here, And then maybe I'll off-screen go grab that. There's a safe right there. I can see it with a little lantern on it. So I want to open that up. I might even take on that enemy that jumped out at us. And then we'll move forward from here, whichever way we're supposed to go. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this chapter. I think this was chapter 12, maybe? Something like that. We're just rolling at this point. So I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and love, gamers.